Happy Mother's Day. Hi, I'm Joe, and to celebrate Mother's Day, I thought I would talk about a couple of LEGO sets with flowers. Now, I'm not going to talk about the botanical sets, which seem to focus on sets that are much more realistic looking flowers with really creative use of unusual pieces. I'm just going to focus more on sets that are built with something closer to regular bricks, which is actually a trend that the Creator 3-in-1 line has been going through recently. In the last 2 years, they've released this ukulele set with flowers, this typewriter with flowers, this record player with flowers, and this watering can with flowers. Plus, they've also been putting out gifts with purchase from time to time that also contain some brick-built flowers, like this flower trellis display we have here. Let's take a closer look at these two sets. I'll start off here with the flower trellis display, which was a gift with purchase just after Easter in 2024. And this is a display, you actually spend the first 2 bags building up the base, and then there's 3 more numbered bags where you build up the trellis here, which is just these pieces here that I'm used to seeing as being used on the decks of pirate ships. But here they're used to simulate a flower trellis, which I believe works really well. Then you've got a Technic build here in the middle, which is what's going to make up the core of all the vines that everything's going to attach to. And then you have leaf elements and these blue flowers and the green branches. Then you start adding the bigger things, like these larger leaves with the eggs that are supposed to simulate flowers. I'm not sure what flower that's supposed to simulate. Someone thought it might be the small version of what becomes this flower at the top, which again, I also don't know what flower that is, but I think it looks really good. And it's just built with regular bricks. There's no axe handles or hats or anything like that that are used to make those petals. And I think it complements the pink and purple flower here on the right, where this is a little bit repetitive because you have to build 18 of these flower petals here total between the 2 flowers. But I like the way the purple and the yellow go together, much like I like it in my own flower garden. For a gift with purchase, I think this is a really good set. It actually has a hanger on the back if you wanted to hang it on the wall. This other set here is the watering can with flowers, which is a Creator 3-in-1 set that I really like the idea of, because the image of watering cans with flowers growing out of them, it makes me think of when people leave their gardening tools outside and nature kind of takes over. But I like the idea of using a watering can as a planter. The only thing I really don't like about this set is how small it is. It is pretty sturdy enough. I mean, I can pick it up by the handle here, but it's not even as big as my coffee mug. But on the inside, we have 3 brick-built flowers, one that's pink and purple, one that's blue, and one that's yellow. And they are held in by Technic parts, which you can kind of see in the middle here, which also go down through leaf pieces, very similar to the large leaf pieces in the flower trellis. And then we also have 3 brick-built butterflies that, of course, are not to the level of detail of the insects ideas set, but they get the point across. The butterflies are held in by these new clear rods that have cross axles on the inside. And I have to ask, like, why? And while the clear rods are really helpful whenever you want to display anything that's flying or floating, and having bent ones are a really great idea, but why do they have to have cross axles on them? I really wish LEGO had just made these as regular rods so they could stick in a lot more places. And the other drawback of using cross axles is that you can't rotate the rods. They're stuck one way or the other. Now, this is a Creator 3-in-1 set, so it means there are 2 alternate models, and there is one alternate model that has flowers in it. So here's the B model, which is a garden boot with flowers growing out of it. And this is definitely a less floral model, let's just say. There's a lot less going on out of the top of the boot. The boot itself is not that different in size from what the watering can was, but we've got 3 different types of brick-built flowers at the top, and I'm not even sure what these pieces are. I wasn't sure if they were butterflies or if they're supposed to be leaves or petals that go with the flowers, because I can't really imagine there's leaves that are blue or purple. But I mean, this is another model that you can display as a flower holder, and I have seen artwork that shows garden boots with flowers growing out of them, so it's not that far-fetched. Again, happy Mother's Day, and thanks for stopping by to check out my video about Lego flowers. And remember, today is a good day to help your mother, especially if it's helping your mother build Lego.